Hello, my name is Francis Morris. I would like to speak today briefly on the legalization of marijuana within the United States of America, specifically on a statewide level. Now, Colorado made recreational marijuana legal on December 10th, 2012. Washington made recreational marijuana legal on December 6th, 2012. Arkansas or Alaska made recreational marijuana illegal on February 24th, 2015. Oregon made recreational marijuana illegal on July 1st, 2015. And Washington, D.C., the capital, made marijuana recreationally illegal on February 26, 2015. There are many reasons and statistics that I could give you, and I will list some of them in the presentation, that argue for the legality of medical marijuana or recreational marijuana as based on the evidence from legalizing it in the states that I listed. Colorado and Washington specifically have seen great benefits that come from the legalization of marijuana, including those in the sales industry, the distribution industry, crime, as well as legal filings. I'm also going to provide some anecdotal evidence based on my experience with this substance and argue for why I personally believe marijuana should be legalized in all 50 states. Now, private businesses have had their revenues skyrocket from a blank slate. There was no marijuana sales or distribution records prior to its legalization in these states, including Colorado, Washington, Alaska, or Oregon. So all these revenues came from nowhere spontaneously when the bills were signed and it was legalized. However, there's also taxes and excise fees besides the sales revenues that have increased since they were. In 2014, Colorado's medical and recreational marijuana accounted for $76 million. $35 million of this went straight to the Department of Education, and another $35 million went to the construction of new schools. In 2015, Colorado's marijuana revenues increased to $135 million. And this is from a blank slate. In Washington in 2015, the excise taxes alone totaled $83 million. This increased to $185 million in 2016, and the 2017 projections for Washington are $230 million. I have here a graph that shows the tax revenue increases from the projected years and the years that have already been present, and for both Washington and Alaska and Colorado, excuse me. Okay. Another benefit that I would like to briefly go into is that there was a report done by Matt Ferner of the Huffington Post in 2015, and he found that scientifically marijuana is the fastest growing industry in the entire world. Okay? From the numbers I gave you, including all the other numbers that have been documented through tax filings. 1.5 billion dollars. 1.5 billion was the amount made by marijuana industry in 2013. 2014, it was $2.7 billion. So these are astronomical numbers. You would think that with the legalization of marijuana, a higher marijuana use would be documented for our use, which is one of the main arguments listed by proponents of anti-legalization. This is a problem because these anti-legalization proponents are what's stopping its legalization in all 50 states. So I'd like to go over some of their statements and then clarify exactly what fallacies exist, which will lead to reasons why marijuana should be legalized. Now, as far as youths go, and I have documentation here collected from the government, and these are charts of usage numbers for different age groups, and I'll start with 2012 to 2013. Just one example. In Colorado, in 2013, the estimate for 12 to 17 year olds was 18.76. 1 year later, in 2015, or 2 years later, in Colorado, same age group, it went down to 16.21. So less youths are using marijuana. Furthermore, marijuana arrests have seen significant decreases, 46% decrease from 2012 to 2014, a 47% decrease on marijuana possession charges, 24% on marijuana sales charges, and 42% for all other unspecified. As far as court filings go, even lower, 81% decrease from 2012 to 2015, 89% decrease for petty offenses from 2013 2015. Property crime has gone down. Now, the statistics that are against the legalization of marijuana are very low statistics. So I want to give you some low statistics that are against marijuana, because there are no high statistics against marijuana. An example is the impaired substance for all DUIs. In 2012 was 12%. It increased to 15% in 2015. However, there's other small statistics, such as the property crime has gone down 3% from 2009 to 2014, and violent crime has gone down 6% from 2009 to 2014. So as far as small statistics goes, these cancel each other out because there is really no change. I actually have a graph for the traffic fatalities rate per 100 million miles. You see decreases, if not just stagnant growth. Marijuana is not affecting these things. In closing, I would like to say, from my personal experience, I've had a great time with marijuana my entire life. I suffer from depressive symptoms, and marijuana is my personal medication. I believe that when moderated, made recreation available, marijuana can be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Thank you very much.